bride on our wedding day. Kayla, my love, we did it. Today is our special day, and this will always be our day. Our day to honor each other for what we came from, to where we will be going together, standing and heart. I've always dreamed of a wedding, but didn't ever know it was come true. You are my dreams, and the book go to the man.
To my groom on our wedding day here. Dear Cody, my groom, to be honest, I am so nervous, and I didn't think I would be. I know you are going to look so handsome when I see you. Can't believe our day is here. Can't wait to walk down the aisle to you and forever soon. I love you more than you will ever know. See you soon. Love, K-Bear.
We are assembled here to join Cody and Kayla in marriage, according to the laws of the state of North Carolina. It is our firm belief that those who enter into this relationship do possess a mutual esteem and love, and do promise to bear with each other's infirmities and weaknesses, to comfort each other in sickness, trouble, and sorrow, in honesty and industry, to provide for each other and for their household, and to be mindful always that marriage is designed for the happiness and welfare of mankind, and therefore to be entered into advisedly and discreetly and in good faith. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am really honored to be here today. When I was getting married many years ago, when I had hair, my wife's grandmother, they called her Grandmama, told me a story about marriage and her advice to me about marriage. And what she said was that when you get married, you have an incredible love for each other. It's like a big boulder of love, so big and beautiful that you can't imagine that you could ever lose it. But she said every unkind act or word that you do to one another would chip away at that boulder. And so always remember that when you are with one another. And I thought, okay, that's a really good story. I can do that. But over the last 3 decades, I've realized that keeping that boulder, your marriage together, requires a lot. Because that boulder is made from the love that any couple has for one another. And therefore, all of them are unique. Anyone that comes into contact with Cody and Kayla can immediately sense that their love for one another, it shows itself in many ways, in small ways, and the glances that they steal towards one another. So these two people, this couple, has their own unique boulder as they begin their journey as husband and wife. Kayla and Cody, human beings are not perfect. All of us sometimes are unkind, and sometimes selfish, and sometimes even mean. And life gets complicated. It throws challenges into your path when you least expect them. So keeping that boulder together has been more challenging than I first thought 33 years ago. But I'm happy to report that my wife and I still have our boulder intact. I also am here to report to you that it's got a lot of chicken wire and some chips here and there. But in my humble opinion, those imperfections make it even more beautiful because they represent the commitment to one another and a love that has grown deeper through all of those challenges that we face together and that you two will face together. Let me tell you a secret. That sense of duty that you have to one another, that commitment that you share and will share with your family, to the vows that you take to one another is the best glue that your marriage can have. It isn't sexy or flashy or even shiny, but it is critical to any successful marriage. And Cody and Kayla, ladies and gentlemen, can't do it alone. All of you are here together today to celebrate their marriage, but they need you after today, in the good times and the bad times. Cody and Kayla will need your support and your love and your ongoing commitment to them and their marriage. And I would ask all of you to pledge with me now that we will be there for Cody and Kayla through their whole marriage. If you do agree with that, please signify by saying we will. So I only talk about one more quality that's going to help you keep that commitment, that boulder together. And that quality is grace. No matter what you do, because you are human, you will make mistakes. And that's where grace comes in. The best definition I could find of grace was courteous, goodwill, divinely inspired. Grace is that quality that will allow you, Kayla, to forgive Cody when he falls short of his best self. And it will allow you, Cody, to lovingly accept those flaws that you find in Kayla. Because believe it or not, we all find flaws in our partner sooner or later. And grace is about how we respond to those flaws. Are we understanding and supportive, or are we unforgiving and demeaning? In short, grace will allow you both to love one another unconditionally and completely. You know, in 1 Corinthians, Paul said this: love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others. And in the end, love never fails. Think of those words, they say it all. Love is patient and kind, and perhaps most importantly, if you nurture it, love perseveres. In fact, the passage notes that while all else is impermanent, love never fails. And in the end abide faith, hope, and love, these three, but the greatest of these is love. And now with our first reading will be Cody's Aunt Debbie.
As God's chosen one, holy and beloved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. Bear with one another, and if anyone has a complaint against you, just as the Lord has forgiven you, so you also must forgive. Above all, clothe yourself with love, which binds everything together in perfect harmony. And let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you were called in the one body. And be thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly. Teach and admonish one another in all wisdom, and with gratitude in your hearts, sing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs to God. And whatever you do, in word or in deed, do everything in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, giving thanks to God, the Father, through all things.
Thanks be to God. And thank you, Aunt Debbie. Now, Kayla and Cody, today you celebrate one of life's greatest moments and give recognition to the worth and beauties of love as you join together in the vows of marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, the bride and groom have each prepared vows that they will now exchange.
Kayla, today I get to marry my best friend. It all began when I had my COVID long hair, grown out beard, and daily sweatpants attire. I swiped right on a beautiful woman and responded with a hey with 2 eyes. Shortly after talking, we went on our first date. When I picked you up, Oscar, our dog, has now bit me when I walked in the door. That didn't stop me finding my life partner that night. I knew it was destiny and that we were ready because you listened to me that night of stories of myself, my friends, my families, and my aspirations. I may be a good talker, but you are a better listener. That is one of the many things that I love about you. I'm also in love with your smile, your go-getter attitude, your family values, and your strong sense of integrity. I know that you love me, for my caring abilities. I'm always looking out for you and trying to put us first and embracing this new life of us together. One special thing that we have is laughter. Whether it's you or I being goofy, or trying to get to the other one's nerves, or both of us doing it at the same time, we will do it successfully. Laughter is part of our future. Our future is bright, growing as one family in each other and gaining another family along the way. We will reach our goals. We will get to where we want to be. The way that we do it will be the way that we will want to do it. We will be true to ourselves, supporting each other, and having loved ones beside us supporting us. This I can promise you. I will always put us first, choose adventure over traditional, chase each other's dreams, create a home and family that we've dreamed of, and always be your Cody.
Cody, I love you. I get to marry you today in front of our closest friends and family. People have been a part of our journey in one way or another throughout our lives, and I am so happy to have everyone with us today. We did not meet the most traditional way, but it was our way. We met online through a dating app, Bumble, right in the midst of COVID. I remember you picking me up on our first date, and I was so nervous. Maybe it was because of that long, shaggy hair and beard. However, you made me calm, and I was able to be my true self around you. After that night, my heart kept telling me you were the one. I called my parents to tell them about you, and I told my dad that I really like you, but there's only one problem. He's a Steelers fan. About a month later, my clumsy self fell on the stairs in my apartment complex, and my ankle was the size of a baseball. I called my friend, and I remember telling her, let's see if this guy's really worth it. I called you to take me to urgent care, and you proved me wrong. I knew that I loved you when you came to get me after work, even though you were supposed to go golfing. Sorry. Cody, I love your sense of humor. You know exactly when I need to laugh or smile, and you always know when to make light of a situation. Your patience complements my sense of urgency and gives me a sense of calmness. You have always been loyal to your family, friends, job, and me and our pups. Most of all, I love your heart. Your kindness to everyone you meet amazes me each and every day. And the way you play and love your nieces and my nephews puts a smile on my face, knowing you are going to be a great dad one day. The way you love me completes me and makes me smile every single day. Today, I give you my hand and my whole heart. I promise to love you in the greatest joys and the hardest of days. I promise to love you even when the Steelers beat the Ravens. I promise to encourage and inspire you, to laugh and cry with you. I promise to keep your dreams alive of being the best golfer you can be one day. I promise to comfort you on those tough and struggling days. I promise to try my best every single day, not growing complacent in our love, but always striving to nurture it. We are in this together, always and forever. I am so excited to start this next step in our journey together and to share new things together. I love you so much, Cody. All my love, K-Bear.
And now, Cody, do you take Kayla to be your wife? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and holding only unto her forevermore? And Kayla, do you take Cody to be your husband? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others and holding only unto him forevermore?
I do.
If we now could have our second reading from Kayla's Aunt Vicky.
This is a reading from Romans. I appeal to you, therefore, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your minds, so that you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. Let love be genuine. Hate what is evil. Hold fast to what is good. Love one another with mutual affection. Outdo one another in showing honor. Do not lag in zeal. Be ardent in spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in suffering. Persevere in prayer. Contribute to the needs of the saints, and extend hospitality to strangers.
Thanks be to God, and thank you, Aunt Vicky. The wedding ring is a symbol of unity, a circle unbroken without beginning or end. And today, Kayla and Cody give and receive these rings as demonstrations of their vows to make their life one, to work at all times to create a love that is whole and unbroken, and to love each other without end. Cody, if you would take the ring for Kayla, and please place this on Kayla's left hand and repeat after me. As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you,
that I have chosen you,
above all else,
above all else,
with this ring,
with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
And Kayla, if you would please place this ring on Cody's left hand and repeat after me. As a sign of my love,
As a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you,
that I have chosen you,
above all else,
above all else,
with this ring,
with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Kayla and Cody, in so much as the two of you have agreed to live together in matrimony, have promised your love for each other by these vows, I now declare you to be husband and wife. Congratulations, and now kiss that bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I now pronounce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Sawhook.
There's two words that just coming back to me every single time, and those two words are cherish and kindness. So I'll start with cherish, and just as a definition, it's protect and care for someone lovingly. That's what cherish means. And like Lou said, there's ups and downs and peaks and valleys and all that kind of stuff in marriage. You're going to experience it all. But if you remember to cherish one another every day, it'll solve a lot of heartburn. It'll solve a lot of ills in your life and your marriage, and it'll take you a long way. The last one is kindness, quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. If you just remember, particularly in the valleys, to be kind to one another. It is extremely important to you're going to have those times, and if you can just remember that in your house, above all, I need to be kind to your partner. I want to wish you guys a life of happiness. We're excited to see both of you flourish in your marriage and as you go along, and I can promise you that we will be your biggest fans as you go along in this journey.